What's up, YouTube? I was just getting ready to start recording today, and I opened a 10 shard, a 10 pop of mystery shards, and it just kept popping green, 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 green. And this is the craziest 10 pop of mystery shards I've ever seen. We're only one short of getting all green or blue, and we managed to land one of my most wanted champions, actually. Ogren Jailer, Force Affinity, removes a buff on his A1, has a chance of removing two buffs on his A2, and then just a damage move on his A3. Ally Ack in dungeons, not really useful, but this champion is actually one of the best single target damage dealers for rares anyway in the game. So yeah, that's gonna be absolutely huge for my Ogren Tribes faction wars. Um, Definitely worthy of a 6-star for faction wars. I don't know if I'll use him outside of that. Maybe I'll use him in 3v3 arena. He's got really low base hit points, so he's definitely hard to keep alive. Um, but when it comes to faction wars, this is like probably the best pull I could have got from a rare. This guy, Rough Stone with his A1, is great in a stun set. So like those are the two that would carry the faction wars team. Pounder's got a decent freeze, but nothing special. This guy too is pretty good with his decreased accuracy, continuous heal, decreased defense buff on a single target. But yeah, really happy about that. I've just been grinding away at 3v3 arena. As you can see, we made it into the green, but just barely. So there's like a day left until reset. So I guess my job now is just to try to stay in there. You can see on my defense is actually doing a pretty reasonable job sometimes in keeping some of my points. Like you can see down here, I'm getting a couple wins here and there. Most of these high level people are just killing all three of my teams. But for the most part, I'm happy with that. Once I get to bronze 2, I'm going to be there farming for a while. I'll get a nice extra bunch of gold bars every week from my daily battles and my weekly reward. So I'm crossing my fingers that I'm able to do it this week. Like I said, there's just less than a day left until the reset. What I've been doing with my energy is I've just been leveling up a bunch of champs to 20 and 30 and preparing my 5-star chickens for whenever the next champ training starts. So like I've got, where are they? I think I have them in my vault. Yeah, I've got 3 5-star 3 level 40 champs here. So they'll be immediately turned into 5-star chickens once the training starts. And then I've got an extra one here. And then, so that's four 5-star chickens prepped. And then I get another one tomorrow from the advanced quest. So all I need to do now is just level up a bunch of 3 and 4-star chickens and then feed them into those once the event starts. And I'll make sure to get this guy to level 40. Today Faction Wars was just farming. I haven't really made any upgrades. So I'm just farming stage 8 in the dwarves. Farming stage 8 in night revs. I did have the Faction Wars boss quest today, so I killed stage 7 once. And then tomorrow, we've got Shadowkin and High Elf. I have made some. I put masteries on apothecary, so he might be able to push a little bit in high elf. Shadowkin. I think I need to get Life Taker up to 5-star at least before I can push past the boss there. If I do get a boss quest tomorrow, I can obviously do high elf, but I'll be pushing this one soon as well. So you can quickly see how, like, I'm farming legendary materials here. I'm very close to legendary materials here. Epic, 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 epic. And then close to legendary materials here. And farming epic here. With Ogryn Jailer, I'll be able to easily beat this boss. And then it's just Demon Spawn is like very, very, very close to being able to get past the boss. And we'll look at what that gives me in terms of perception materials. So like I could craft 18 4 and 5-star, but I'm going to be saving them to use with my legendary materials instead. So like I've got a couple pieces, not much, but over the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be pumping out a large number of the 5 and 6 stars. It basically means that I don't have to farm dungeons for gear, apart from like specialty sets like stun set, which I'll need quite a bit of for faction wars. Tag team tournament. I haven't been buying refills, so I'm gonna land on 50 gems here. I don't have much time left to push, but if I could buy one refill and get the 75 gems, I would. Because, I mean, it makes sense. You invest 15 gems for a refill, and you gain 25. Plus, you get the gold bars from your wins. But I don't think I have enough time left to do that, so I'm not too stressed about it. Classic Arena, I'm definitely going to win this one. I've got quite a healthy lead on second place, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Ice Golem Tournament, I'm going to ignore. It's just not worth spending the energy there. And then Summon Rush. If I do nothing but champ training and campaign for the next day, I may be able to get up to this energy here. So I'm considering doing that. Dungeon Divers is whatever. I'll just get as far as I can with whatever I'm doing. And then Artifact Enhancement Event. I've got about 3 mil silver saved up now from running campaign. So I should be able to get myself to these 50 gems here, which is another nice bulk chunk of XP and energy. One thing I forgot to mention the other day is that I got myself some... Hold on, let me just sell these real quick. I got myself some 6-star Lego Relentless from the champ training. So it was this one, which if this goes quad resistance or anything into speed and resistance, this is huge. It'll be an amazing piece for a support. Maybe broadmaw I'll put it on. I think this is the one here. So decent damage stats. The flat defense is kind of yucky, but other than that, it's a solid piece. And then I got this one, which again, I would love to have speed, but I mean, it'll make a tanky support happy. And yeah, where did my gloves go? Oh, I put the gloves that I got on somebody already. These here, hit point percent gloves. Unfortunately, the rolls went into flat defense and flat hit points. This could have been an amazing piece if it landed in resistance and speed. But any 6-star legendary hit points gloves with decent stats is still a huge win on the account. The boots and the chest were like flat attack, so I sold them. And yeah, you can see how much like usable gear I've been getting from just winning relentless tournaments. it's definitely worth to prioritize in the early game. The resilience, the perception, nice collection, expanding. And this is where it's at on a new account, man. If you can start crafting the 5 and 6 star leg over perception as soon as possible, you just skyrocket your progression because it's so much energy you save not farming dungeons. So what else was I doing? I think that was about it. Just keep refreshing the arenas. Try to get all my stuff done. Try to get into Bronze 2. Clan v Clan will be starting in a couple of days. So, I think it's tomorrow or the day after. You save your faction war keys, you save your tag team refill to make sure that you get them all in when the CVC opens. But yeah, that's about it. Gonna spend this silver upgrading some of that new Relentless I got. And maybe upgrade a couple of other champs too. Oh yeah, and I finished the Void Keep mission. So I finished that, got through a few more. Now I'm on this Fire Knight Castle one. I can only farm stage 11 on auto, and to me it doesn't seem worth doing it right now. First of all, because there's no Fire Knight tournament, but secondly, I'm going to be stuck very quickly on the gold 1 in Classic Arena mission. So it just doesn't make sense to try to rush through this inefficiently. So instead I'll just hold off and wait until next Fire Knight tournament, and then I'll slowly start to work on that. And by then all this other stuff will be easy or done. And as soon as I'm able to get into gold 1, that's when I'll push. And I've also prepared my Relic Keeper fusion. So I've got Justice here, level 40. I've got this guy level 39, this guy level 39, and this girl level 40. So during CVC, I'll ascend them all. And as soon as the next champ chase comes around, I will fuse my Relic Keeper. And he's a pretty decent champ too. If you build him out, he's not like the most useful, but on an account like mine, he could find a spot in a 3v3 team. Because he definitely hits hard if you build him out properly. So 3v3 team, he could also be my Nightmare campaign duo to get through some of the tougher stages. So like if you look here, I've been working my way through Nightmare campaign, just 3-starring everything, and then I made it to here and I couldn't 3-star this, so I stopped pushing. I could put a full team in and just blast through these, but then I have to come back and spend 16 energy on them again at some later point in time. And to me, it just doesn't seem worth it. Although I do really want this 6-star speed artifact set. It could be really, really good. So I'll consider like just pushing up until I can get that. The team I've been using to get through those was Shield Guard and Apothecary. So if I fused Relic Keeper and got him up to level 60 and put some gear on him, not only would he be great in Sacred Order faction, where I'm missing damage dealers, but he could pair up with Apothecary to push through the rest of Nightmare campaign. So, we'll see. We'll see. CVC starting soon, so I'll get a huge influx of resources. Lots of new chickens. I'll be getting Bogwalker to 60. And I'll be farming the rest of my masteries for Apothecary, Shield Guard, War Maiden, Bogwalker. And then my next champions to get masteries will be Runic Warder, Broadmaw. And then I'll probably go through all my Faction Wars champs that I know I'll be keeping for a while. And get like the first 2 tiers or so of masteries on them. Something like that. But yeah, that's the update for today. Still making huge progress. Oh, one other thing about Clamby Clan. So it starts in like 3 days, right? So it's not a bad idea to go in here and look at which factions will be open in 3 days. And then try to plan ahead and see if you can push any progress in them. So it might be Lizardmen, but definitely Skinwalkers, Barbarian, Orc. So we'll have at least those ones open during Clan v Clan. Maybe Sacred Order, maybe Undead. So I've got some champs kicking around that I can start leveling up and putting gear on. Like I've got Gallic for the Orcs. My Barbarian is pushed about as far as I can get it right now. It's on stage 15, I think, farming. You know, just little stuff like that will help you get extra Clamby clan points. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And all that being said, I will see you tomorrow.